All right, I want to show y'all this video of what I believe to be Santa Muerte. From what I understand, it's too late. I'm supposed to be well deep into her realm. Appearing to me last night, I just saw something weird. Now look at this shadow that's being cast along with this that weird Santa Muerte star. Keep seeing coming out. With that being said, you know, there's nobody in here. And when I heard the mention of Santa Muerte from one of my roach spirits, I noticed that the light in there dimmed. That kind of looked weird. And I just heard something go. I had her try to, keep pulling me into a realm, Maria Tavares. And she ain't supposed to, it's Baron Samity who, I'm covered by, who's supposed to woke me out, who they've been trying to attack. I felt like a strange presence. So with that being said, I'm just going to say this right now. Pray for me. With that being said, they keep trying to pull my soul out my body. These people here. I mentioned too is I couldn't tell, yesterday, from what I understand, folks in the spirit plane use 694 hertz, 695 hertz to see. We're going to be able to see that something did in fact happen. I wasn't in the world of the living on May the 1st, 2024. And that's when the attacks, I'm just going to say it right now, by them people at that shop got a lot worse. She did something where she stole a lot of my consciousness in the middle of the night. And I couldn't, when I would try to talk with my spirit team, figure out what's going on. I kept getting confused and all of that. And I feel attacked right about now. I feel it. And I feel her fucking with my consciousness as I talk. So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. I hate this shit. I couldn't even tell because she got her cut down to her soul consciousness if I was conversing with my highest self or not. I can't even tell right now as I speak. She started fucking with Anubis's soul consciousness, Baron Samity's. or Broadway, by 87 in Broadway. From what I understand, I believe that they're open today. I don't even know if I should be making this video. I'm currently, getting help from Anubis, from my ancestors, Baron Samedi, and so forth and so on, who came, because she did something where I kept having it, and it felt like a UFO over my head, the way it felt. She did something where she stole my consciousness and was taking my baby self, child consciousness, child spirit guide out, higher the highest selves and all of that. Again, it's my highest self is actually, the motherfucker that's fucking with me. It's a webback is connected to the tarot reader who, going back to May the 1st, 2024, sacrificed me. I saw that. I was shown that by my Archangel Michael. I had a hard time believing that. I didn't know what to make of it. I just thought it was even motherfuckers doing that shit. But it was actually, in fact, true. She sacrificed me going back to May the 1st, 2024. And he was showing me, he was showing me a lot of things. And so, she did something where she stole a lot of my soul consciousness in the middle of the night. I can barely even think. I literally had my consciousness torn out. I had my ancestors, Nefertiti and all of that. Egyptians trying to put me back together. And she did somewhere she pulled something strategically out. That fucked me up. She's been doing somewhere she's been pulling out in the spirit plane. I mean, to tell you the truth, it's like I'm in my, astral, from what I've seen, astral, and then not spirit body. I keep getting pulled closer and closer to that with this evil motherfucker, having this evil, sadistic motherfucker ravage me every single fucking night. I can't even fucking sleep. And it gets confusing when I try to get spiritual help. I made a witchamacallit to myself that I was going to start just doing videos and saying I don't give a fuck. I'm going to need to see a Reiki specialist or something to get put back together. And my poor child spirit guide, it's child highest, well, I don't want to say child highest self, but it's connected to my child consciousness. She was trying to help me as much as possible to bait this motherfucker, because she's, as I saw one day, so a lot of my consciousness, a lot of my soul consciousness, took a lot of Baron Samedi's, been fucking him up and acting like him in the spirit plane and all of that. So watch out. I talked about wetback stealing our magic years ago. And keeps pulling me into Santa Muerte's hell realm. Again, I did a video, the other night. I feel like within me, I'm being intimidated. I'm being fucked with in my own body. And from what I understand, she was going to start stealing more and more stuff so I don't talk about this. And I don't, tell about her trying to pull me into Santa Muerte's realm and all that shit. That's why I think it's important to keep a high profile. I feel her having pulled a strategic part of my consciousness just now that fuck you up. And I wish I would have done a video yesterday. With that being said, she keeps, I saw it the other day where my etheric walls were removed, where she was trying to pull me to some degree, Baron Samedi, into her realm, Santa Muerte's realm and all of that. Like I said, way before May the 1st, 2024, when I first saw Maria Tavares attacking me and my spirit team and all of that, she was, from what I recall, she was using a dubik and she was attached to it. I don't even know if I should be saying all that shit. Oh, I feel dead inside right now, man. It's not even funny. I've been trying to get back to the way in which I used to be. I got to get this bitch out. with that being said, from what I understand, she keeps, I saw her, I kept seeing her remove my etheric walls and all of that, and take control of my consciousness. From what I understand, the entire intent is to sacrifice me to Santa Muerte's realm and keep pulling me into her realm, into her hell realm. And, by the power of, my powerful ancestors, Nefertiti, Anubis, my mama, I had a dream about my dad being stuck in the hell realm last night, which I was thankfully able to get out. From what I understand, it was an astral trap being set up by Maria Tavares to keep me locked in a hell realm. I was able to pull myself out. My dad, I saw him locked in the hell realm. I work on pulling him out. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with that. I saw it from what I thought it was like a bunch of fucking heroin heads. But it turned out to be people. It ain't the word jittering, but squirming from having all sorts of evil shit in them. And, it comes from what I understand, it happened to my dad going back August the 23rd, 2023. I don't know. I know recently, going back to the August 21st, 2022, August 22nd, 2022 timeline where I got soul swapped. From what I understand, I believe it was around that time they died in their sleep, or no, it was way after that they died. It was some months ago when I moved to, and it's funny too, I was looking at Blade Wars yesterday, and they, a lot of the sex workers were posed by, I used to enjoy that little area, it gave me comfort despite what I was suffering from, and I wish before May the 1st, 2024, I would have been more active on YouTube about this shit and talking more about it. But, with that being said, I saw some sex workers getting into a fight, I think, with some tricks or something around that area. It was some funny shit. So with that being said, this evil motherfucker, keeps pulling me into Santa Muerte's realm, and that tape is proof. I just need to start making videos and not letting her intimidate me within my own, body in a way every single day, and just start doing videos talking about this. So, like I say, they opened the day. One of them a pedophile. I saw in the spirit playing them, stealing a lot of my shit. And I even had motherfuckers that cursed me, fuck with me, and everything come to help. So something bad anytime your enemies is coming to help you out. I can't play around with this shit. I don't. I lost my Archangel Michael. It's just too much shit. And I got a good spirit team that's, ride or die, that's trying to hold up as much as they can. My shit all fucked up. It's all fucked up. I was questioning if I should even make a video today. Alright, so with that being said, we got the Six of Wands here. And that's your present position. Oh, shit. So I didn't feel that, but I saw, because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. I saw the Knight of Tower. Alright, we got the Six of Wands. I almost feel like that bitch trying to control me. I saw her controlling my my spirit team, my spirit guys to some extent in Santa Muerte a couple of days ago. I was told she was trying to help, but from what I saw in the spirit plane, she kept trying to keep my parents out my old childhood home. Going back to the August 22nd, 21st, 22nd, 2022 timeline, claiming they monsters and shit. And it's funny too. If you've ever seen that film, From Dusk Till Dawn, my dad was looking like Fred Williamson once in the astral plane and moving like the monsters off that film. Not Gremlins, but something else. Moving like moving like that. Not Gremlins, but what's the name of that? Critters. Moving like a combination of a whirling dervish, the Tasmanian devil, and that. I feel Maria Tavares trying to speak through. Like I said, I gotta annihilate that wetback bitch. She the tarot reader at that place, and I'm gonna put a number up. So anyways, right off the bat, we got the Six of Wands. And that's the obstacle position. And I feel like there's shit that's blinding you from seeing what's going on and from being able to take a stance and being able to fight something. And combat it properly. So in the present position, we got the Hierophant, and I feel like you have very good protection, but you also have evil motherfuckers that's lording over you, that's trying to control you to get something out of you. Future position, we got the Page of Pentacles. I feel like there's going to be a breakthrough that's going to help you out. Subconscious position, we got the Knight of Swords. Something that's telling you don't give a fuck, just not abandon all hope, but just act on something. Just move with it. Persevere through. For the Goals card, we got the World. And I feel like that's what you're wanting. You're wanting a place of satiation, a place of peace and, and happiness and contentment. Ten of Swords. That's the advice card. Something is telling you, go kamikaze if you go rock bottom. Just don't give a fuck. For the energy that's all around you, we got the Queen of Pentacles. And I feel that something is blocking you from having greater contentment in a place of stability. Fears in your hopes card, Two of Wands. You're hoping that you make the right decision. Ten of Pentacles is going to be the outcome. You make the right decision no matter, in a way, which way you ride. Everything's going to come out mad fine. With that being said, if you want a more personalized reading, it's sad to be at this level. I don't even want to be. I got to, man, just to survive and stay alive. Talk about it. With that being said, if you want a more personalized tarot reading, please contact me at ravenby22 at yahoo.com.